All right, who's ready to open the show with this number for the last time? Got a heck of a show for you, as Too Stupid likes to say. Let's go. It's the Upix podcast, baby. Glad you tuned in. Got your host, Thank Me Later, and Too Stupid to Win. Might be coming obsession as soon as you begin. Start out king of the street, then lock in iconic in. Welcome to Upland. Grab your Upix, man. On your way in the door, hit you with $4,000. Get to buying and gripping, then to selling and flipping, over to moving and shocking with Scrooge McDuckin in Upix. The name's Big Mars, aka Johnny Utah. Unique NFT 101 never seen before. Sitting atop my throne with Venus on Mount Olympus. Catch me on upper terrace, guarantee it's never flipping. Went from plotting for lots to obsessing collections, scouting the hottest districts and doping the sections from SF to NY all the way back again. Just to catch a show at the Rideau with Nichiren. Then head over to Clay Theater, see Left House for the flicks. Or on Upland Action News with Lexa Report and Kibitz. Once we get cars rolling on these streets and we're dripping, or cruising the Embarcadero on some bikes that are ripping. Put no limits on life, see no fear to be different. Chance to rebuild the world with the sky as a limit. Stopping by Saturn Street, it's real hard that I missed you. The name's Mars, Utah. Call me Mr. Buena Vista. Glad you tuned in. Got your host, Thank Me Later, and Too Stupid to Win. Might be coming obsession as soon as you begin. Start out king of the street, then lock in iconic in. Welcome to Upland. Upland. On your way in the door, hit you with $4,000. Get to buying and gripping, then to selling and flipping, over to moving and shocking. I'm Scrooge McDuckin in Upix. Break the boundaries of the world and do it with impunity. Play, earn, connect, and do that ish beautifully. Stop and smell the breakfast cruising on Bacon Street. Get educated on the Mound University. Districts larger, small, with diversity, except for Alamo Square, especially on Steiner Street. The Upix economy developing of properties. Got some fun scavenger hunts with exclusive finders fees. That DC's reminded me of tone-to-tone NFTs popping like a lottery. You gotta get a look at these. Guarantee it's guaranteed to get showcase bumping. Corner in the market, yo, it's called Ronald Rumpin. Go see my man Rick Courier on Upland Uncovered. For players new and old, there's information discovered. Be sure to join the Discord of TML Greet Ya. I'm Jeff Bezos with the flows, man. It's been nice to meet ya. Podcast, baby. Glad you tuned in. Got your host, Thank Me Later, and Too Stupid to Win. Might be coming obsession as soon as you begin. Start out king of the street, then lock in iconic in. Welcome to Upland. Grab your Upix, man. On your way in the door, hit you with $4,000. Get to buying and gripping, then to selling and flipping, over to moving and shocking. I'm Scrooge McDuckin in Upix. Oh man, doing it live, sending out in style. Over to the fellas. Here we go.
Oh, the one and only Mars, Utah. I love it. You're still on mute. Thank me later.
That was probably good. I just dropping some F-bomb. No. That was awesome. You know, I was saying we should just end the show there. Best show ever. Just end it there.
Glad we overcame our technical difficulties.
Yeah. Oh man, that was.
I forgot all about Ronald Rumpet.
Dude, there was so much throwback there. Dude, I haven't heard the full thing like that in so long. Holy cow. To be alive. Dang. I got goosebumps, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh.
Yeah, love it. So that is the last time you're going to hear the Upix podcast for, I don't know. Well, that's
the opener. Let's just say that. Let's not close ourselves off. As the opener. We're retiring that as the opener.
Yeah, so the official title for that one is McDuckin in Upix. So we got the new one that's called Still McDuckin.
And I love it. I can't wait for everybody to hear that. So, Mars, thank you for doing that live. I know we struggle with the technical difficulties trying to make that happen, but we got that to happen. We'll bring you on a little bit later, and we'll talk about Still McDuckin.
Sounds good, fellas. First time rapping from a chair. I'm glad I pulled it off.
You nailed it.
And no microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I do with my hands?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
All right, Mars. We'll talk to you soon, my friend.
All right, guys.
Do you even get that reference?
Yeah.
What?
Which there's a lot of references.
No, I don't ever what to do with my hands.
That one I missed.
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights.
Like he's doing the interview and he's like, I never know what to do with my hands.
There you go.
Anyway.
I retain sports facts. Not, like that's the interesting thing. I have friends that just retain like movie quotes, and I just retain sports facts. And
that's fair. I was talking to some people about you sports weird people. Dale, when he's is it? I was talking to some people about like I couldn't do we did the fantasy draft yesterday, right? Gee, you people and the information you know about these damn sports people. I was like, this is insanity. Like,
but it's just like anything that somebody's into and passionate about, it's the same kind of passion and understanding. Because, you know, if you start talking, you know, if some of the sports guys listen to the video games or the Dungeon and Dragon guys, they're just like, bro, how do you know all this? You know, it just is what your niche is. And you geek out
I
on
just think that there's a stereotype of the sports watcher. And so I think it's funny, you know, that the sports watcher would say to the, you know, the Dungeons and Dragons, I don't like, I would just go, man, if you think gamers, you guys know so many stats and facts and like things. I go, you guys are the nerds. You sports watchers are bigger nerds than any dungeon master I know. He's got to have books and books to tell him what to do. You'd be like, nah, if you remember, there was a rule set change back in 3rd edition. Yeah, so he's gonna be on the bench. Like, I'd be like, what are you talking about? You guys nerds. That's it. Sports people are the new nerds, like facts. Like
not facts.
Facts. Sports people are nerds.
Oh yeah, we can definitely nerd out, and but not facts.
Facts.
But we do have a great show. We have Mars doing Still McDuckin, releasing that song. We have the market update plus the NFLPA Legit collections were released. You had the Porto Legits released, so now we're into the European football, so football and football. And then we have the challenge going on. It's another Block Explorers challenge. Are you down for that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Or are you just going to buy it? It's the ultimate fan challenge, so you need your collector score with the NFLPA Legits.
I'm not competing with these mad people.
So you'll just buy it secondary market?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I probably, if it's a fan score thing, I mean, I probably have some pretty high fan scores just coincidentally.
Yeah.
But not
check it out. Check it out. See what's going on. What's kicking, Keith? All right. We got the market update, September 8th, 2022.
Why did you say that like you didn't know what the date was?
I don't know.
Did you video? Did you make a wait? Why is this? What is happening?
Because I was more efficient with where I build the slides, and I put the whole slideshow together. But then it kind of, when it downloaded, it made it all individual slides, and then I still had to upload music. So I was like, forget it. I'll just show it. I'll just screen share the slideshow where I create the slide. So it was just different. That's what happens when you change stuff.
You're like, how are you both more redneck and more technical version of MacGyver? You're like a technical redneck MacGyver. Like, that's amazing. What a genre.
Yeah.
Dang, look at that. We see some, I like green.
Yeah, a lot of green. Liking the green, US dollar, a lot of green in the UPX floor price. Manhattan dipped below 90,000 again. Do you think it's Manhattan's found its floor, you know, it's stable like price right now around 90,000 UPX?
Yeah, which is actually surprising. That actually surprises me that it dropped and is staying that low, because I thought the floor would be 100,000 myself.
Yeah. Las Vegas is your big gainer this week, moving up 6 spots.
Dang, get it, Vegas.
And that's something you have to watch, though, because there is still more Vegas to be released.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Until London gets released. Woo woo.
Yeah, I think they're going to pause on the internationals for a minute.
You think so?
Maybe. So the 30-day change, that's pretty green too.
We're getting there, right? This looks like the same number.
So you're starting to see.
This is the same numbers.
They are the same numbers. You're right. Oh, that's what I did.
No way.
I messed it up. I had to make an edit, and I messed up the edit because I was rushed.
Nah, bro. You're all right, man. It's all good.
I was rushed. Yeah. Hold on. I'll find the 30-day. Let's hear. 30-day change is still a lot of green. Manhattan is down 10% from 4 weeks ago. A lot of green on the U.S. dollar.
Are you about to read us this slide?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to read it.
Other numbers?
I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it. That was the biggest one that jumped out the screen. I love that you cut me off. And Kansas City's U.S. dollars down from $5 to $3.10 for a 38% drop on the U.S. dollar floor. So those were the biggest changes. And Santa Clara and San Francisco cash is up, U.S. dollars up over 25%, and Bronx is up over 20. Those were the big changes over the last 4 weeks.
Very nice.
It's just been one of those days.
It's all good, brother. Yeah.
So here's the 12-week change on the top 10 city floors. Kind of mixed.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, the track.
Too bad.
Sanford, man, it's crazy. 12-week, it's still down. I thought it had rebounded more than that, but I don't hear about Oakland a lot anymore.
You don't, but it still stays strong in the top 10. You know, it bounces around the 6 through 10 position. It doesn't drop out, but it's there. So they're doing something there. If you're doing something in Oakland, let us know, because I'd like to learn more about what's going on there.
Yeah, I feel like I knew something. I feel like somebody was talking about Oakland.
Short Dogs in the House. That's Oakland. Yeah, it's going to be one of those shows.
Yep.
Yep.
Mars is like, really? You guys picked this one to crap the bet on? Yep. Welcome to the All-Star League. Mars.
Absolutely. So here's the Upland UpX floor market price. So the floor in Rutherford jumped 65% to 515%. So the lowest markup is 515% in that. Do we just start calling it a neighborhood from here on out?
The Rutherford neighborhood? I feel like it would be better placed comparing it to neighborhoods. Like if we had a neighborhood ranking, I feel like it would be a better comparison on the percentages to a neighborhood.
I mean, sooner or later down the line, you're going to have other cities that are going to be the same size or smaller than Rutherford released at some point in time in Upland.
Way.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
Smaller than Rutherford, they're never going to make a second Rutherford. That was a mistake to begin with.
It's not a mistake because they had to do it. They had to do it because that's where the Giants and the Jets play, is in Rutherford. So they had to do it.
I get it, but I mean, they could have made it bigger.
Yeah.
Oakland is fun. It's still good treasure. All right. Well, that's good to see. Russell's a fan of it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's a very small, I just think it's too small of a release, especially consider like the population of the player base is only going to continue to increase. So you'll never be able to release like Rutherford would be a nightmare. It'd be a disaster.
Well, I do think you're right. As I thought about it as we were talking about it, because when they released Berkeley, and what was the other one they released with
Alameda.
Berkeley? Alameda. They rolled those into Oakland, and they were rather small. So I think they did learn from the high inflation on Rutherford's properties.
Yeah. I don't think that they'll do that again.
And I think that's their response to it, and they'll continue to roll smaller cities into the hubs that they're by.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, it makes sense. Buffalo will be
Buffalo will still have more than 6,000 properties. It's still a decent sized city. And the Bills actually play outside of Buffalo in itself. So Buffalo will be a hub, and you can roll it up and it should be okay.
Be all right.
Cheapest property markup. I know you like this stat.
I think it's just fascinating, yeah.
So Manhattan is below the 5,000% markup that we've seen before, but still 4,000%. Santa Clara at 1,700, and Fresno. That's still just crazy. The Fresno burners now up 1,200%. God.
Fresno burners ruining the market for everybody. No, I think what's interesting here is, like, if this doesn't tell you what a very, very profitable strategy is in this game right now, it's mint the floor. Like, mint the floor of a city and then sell it for 6x. Like, that's what this tells me here. And I actually think that's a terrible lesson, but it's kind of how it works, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the 10th spot is up 373%.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fresno sports team should be the burners. Nice.
Oh, look at that. Bring on Miami.
All right. Maybe. I like that.
I do too. Bottom 5, pretty stable. You're dropping, I don't know, not much to say. It's still pretty stable, and you still have properties to buy. So I'm good with that. Detroit, Rio is now the second cheapest to buy right now, which is not that unexpected with the smaller size properties that they have there.
Yeah, but I mean, it is interesting. I mean, it seems really cheap, eh?
It does. It does.
But if you think about it, I guess on the international scale, like Rio's, I don't want to do this to my beloved Genesis City, but
okay.
like
last time, just to remind you, last time you talked bad about Rio, we got a lot of negative comments from our Brazilian fans. But be honest.
I love Rio, and I hope it excels at everything it does. Mucho gracias. Moving on.
Go ahead, though. Rio and international wise, but
no, because I feel like to us in Upland, Rio is always going to be the Genesis International City.
Absolutely.
But, when London and Singapore and Melbourne and like Paris, like bigger international cities, like much like when Manhattan, like I don't know. Yeah.
It won't have the same shine, just like San Francisco doesn't have the same shine as Manhattan or the collusion in Rutherford.
Collusion in Rutherford.
I'm part of the collusion in Rutherford's, for full disclosure. So I'm part of the problem. I mean, I'm not buying up the floor, but I am one of the top property holders.
Oh my gosh. We've been touting this Rutherford nonsense for how many weeks, and you're just now admitting that you're a colluder? Oh my gosh.
Go look at the blockchain. It's there. I have 71 properties in Rutherford. I haven't bought anything new with the inflated prices, but I went on a minting spree when it started. Yeah.
You were part of the problem. No one needs 71 Rutherford properties.
Yeah, 71's not bad compared to I think TM's
Oh, thanks, team.
TM's
Oh,
insane.
welcome everybody who just joined from UpX World. Our team was posting some stuff on the Discord.
Like at the beginning of the year, TM had 876 properties in Rutherford.
Okay.
And
How many
Abdullah had 340. He was number 2. And Blank Cheese has 310.
Okay.
And Joe Gonza has 134. Artificial Artist has 126. A whole bunch of numbers has 123. Mojave has 123. K Twice has 106. And I have 71 to round out the top 10. And that was at January. I don't know where the new numbers
You're in the top
are.
10 holders? Oh,
I am. I am. But I'm not buying up the floor either.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah. All right. US dollar markup. This is just still sickening. Dog.
Yeah, I agree. It's very sick. Dog! What is wrong with you? Oh, wow. This is why we can't have nice things.
That's what I told my kids all the time. I told them I can't wait till they're old enough to have their own place and excited to show it to me with their new furniture. And I told them I'm coming in with muddy shoes and I'm jumping all over it. And they better have damn good house insurance because if I break a hip, they're paying for it.
Jeez.
So the US dollar markup floor, man, Los Angeles, 59%. That's still super cheap that you can buy US dollar. And still the top 10, Chicago's at 65%. It's just absolutely ridiculous that you can purchase these properties this cheap in Los Angeles, Porto, Rio, Kansas City, Las Vegas, Nashville, Santa Clara, Oakland, Detroit, and Chicago. So cheap. And you're going to make so much more on your property earnings buying it this way. So just ridiculous. I figured you'd go off camera and at least take the toy from him or toss it in the other room. Or
I mean, he's in a mood. He's fun.
Well, at least he's not choking on chicken bones.
Not tonight. No, he got a lamb shank though. I had a braised lamb shank for dinner.
Ooh.
Do you know like all the things all the meat you can buy pre-made at Costco? Like
No.
That's amazing. That we got lamb shanks.
Really?
2-pack. Yeah. They were braised and like in a sous vide bag, heated them up. They were delicious. Fall off the bone. It was great.
Nice. Did not know that. Might have to check it out when we're in a pinch. So sold out. We have Chicago 99%, Rio 98%. So we did add Rio after comments. Got that added.
Dang, 98%. That's interesting because as soon as that hits 100, your under mint is gone, right? Like, is Rio still selling under mint? Because I feel like
yes.
Is there any minted out city that's selling under mint?
Yes,
it is. The Costco tri-tip is bomb, dude. And they got burnt ends. Oh, these burnt. Oh, dude, the pre-made meat section is lit at Costco, guaranteed. Just telling you now. All right.
Let's see here.
So, question: is there any minted out city that is selling under mint?
Let's UpX wise.
No way, UpX wise, right? Like,
all right, I'm looking right now.
Because what I'm saying is, like, as soon as Chicago, as soon as I love you.
Oakland sold out. It's selling at 88%. New Orleans is sold out and it's selling at 88%.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, so you have 2 sold out cities selling under mint. And significantly under mint.
Yeah, that's funny. I think Mars, Utah, you gave him control, and he put "Welcome to Costco. I love you." I just assumed that was Dizzy. It's so funny.
Yeah, I did give him control for the episode. I figured it was just Dizzy. He could have just played it cool and been okay.
Oh yeah, dude, we totally would have just blamed it on Dizzy, 100%. Oakland is selling under mint. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So unminted properties left 433,556 left. Biggest sellers is Detroit and Queens this week, followed up by Los Angeles. There's just under 1,700 properties in Rio left before that sells out.
Yeah, it's super cool. And we've been seeing a lot of traffic in the Queens and Detroit, with just like people making communities and nodes. And I think there was already a good, pretty solid base. And so now, as these players are kind of getting more established, I think we're going to see some explosions there.
Yeah, and even at this pace, you're looking at, about 17, 18 weeks for Detroit to sell out, and Queens at this pace, you're looking at like 25 weeks, 26 weeks.
Yeah, I'm curious what kind of runway they want, for like sellouts on cities, and like how many they want on deck. I would be curious what their metrics and like thresholds were, just to see like, okay, well, is this running at pace? I think that's a fairly good, like, slow burn. And now I'm just like, okay, when's the next one?
Right.
What's next?
Now, the interesting part there is if Los Angeles keeps their pace, it would take 142 weeks for it to sell out. Call it 143.
No, I think LA is surprisingly, if it's not what they wanted, it's fine where it is. I think that this is probably what they wanted because they need to build out an infrastructure. So when they decide to mass on board, let's say a Miami or another East Coast power city, and if they do that in conjunction with a big marketing push, then when new players come, they have an East Coast and a West Coast tier 1 option. And I think that's probably another reason to keep some big inventory there.
Yeah, because after that, still have San Diego and Portland and Seattle that could have big draws. But yeah, this keeps a lot of property on the map.
Yeah. And I mean, it could even be like a Dallas. I think they might drop a Dallas.
Yeah. I mean, Houston is the 4th largest city population wise. So it'd be,
really?
Dallas is number 9. So you could go either or there. Phoenix is number 5 and Philadelphia is number 6. San Antonio is number 7 and Sandog's number 8. So, and San Jose is actually number 10 and they're under 1 million people.
Wait, what was number 8?
San Diego.
San Diego. Minneapolis.
And Austin's number 11. I mean, damn, Texas is banging.
Yeah, man. Told you got to get up in here.
They have 4 in the top 11.
Crushing it. Go Texas.
There you go. But yeah, and then Jacksonville is actually surprisingly number 12. I didn't realize that Jacksonville was that big of a market.
Yeah.
So you could see something like you have your options of Jacksonville and Philadelphia on the East Coast, and then you could see something maybe in Texas for the Central, and then Phoenix as a hub for the West.
Yeah. I like Russell's point. Russell's buying a big properties in Chicago. Good luck building a manufacturing plant without his approval.
All right. I think before we get into, let's do this and then we'll bring Mars on.
Okay.
So they had the FC Porto player legits released. And so it's the same, but it's different from NFLPAs. They have 3 tiers. They got the superstar tier, and that's for the top 3 players. They have the starter tier, and that's tied to the players who started the previous game. And then they have the player tier, and that's to the rest of the essentials for the remaining players on the roster. Right now, it's more of a collection, just as baseball cards or basketball cards, NFLPA legits. Sooner or later, they'll be putting mechanics into it, getting a collection, just like they've done with NFLPA legits. And there's also third-party development mechanics in the works, which will open up even more possibilities in FC Porto activities in Upland. So we'll see how that is. And as always, you can swap them. You can trade them with other players. You do have to go to Porto to have bought the original ones. Did you buy any?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Have you even traveled international?
I was just thinking that. I think we had this discussion. I was like, I'm doing it. And I flew to Rio for no reason. And then I flew back. I've definitely never been to Spain.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't gone to Spain either. I've gone down to Rio.
But look, boom. I got my swag though.
Yeah. You do have your swag.
Yeah. So I did not go.
You're not as swagged out as you were last night.
Pretty cool. There you go. I got Miles with me.
I am not collecting Porto legits because I don't follow soccer, and also, yeah, I just don't. I'll just leave it as I don't follow soccer.
Yeah.
Now you were decked out last night in your swag, like you went all out last night at the draft.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, Portugal, not Spain. Portugal.
Yes. And I agreed with you. That's awesome. Just rolling with it. All right. So let's
He looks more like an elephant.
All right. Let's get Mars, Utah back in the house. Oh, look at this. He switched up for us. We even got an outfit change.
Oh, what?
It's a world premiere. It's a world premiere, gentlemen.
Oh my gosh, I was not ready for that.
Wow.
Cow.
Look at that.
Got the shirt from Stir's St. Jude giveaway there, if you remember that guy.
Yeah.
That was
going full retro tonight. But yeah, I got to dress up for the world premiere.
Oh man.
Yeah. And the mask change too, man. EJ.
Yeah, no, because they've matched both times. Have you not noticed?
I have.
Give the man some credit.
Damn, you sound like my wife.
Dapper man.
Nice. Yeah, thank you, sir. Nothing but the best for you fellas. Crack myself a happy dad. If the Nelk boys want to send a check, feel free.
There you go. NFT Architect wants to know where you got that jacket from so they can be a proud owner themselves.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, it was a long search for a gem like this. I surprisingly have 2 different leopard print masks, so I had to make a choice between these two.
Surprising. That's not surprising to me at all that you have a choice of 2 leopard print masks. I don't.
Yeah, if you know my Metaforce card on wax that has a leopard border, so I've been in for a long time, way before those apes were on leopard stuff.
Oh yeah. Now, how many masks do you have?
Well, let's see. I mean, I don't have them all out, but just right here, I have a bin, just kind of like your everyday drivers. Got a black one. That's a little bigger chin in case I need to eat while I'm out at an event or something. This was from the Coast to Coast Christmas party that Left House and I did, where you traveled from San Francisco to Fresno and back on a train, and then flew to New York, and then we went to my property, the Apollo. So that was a live event we did. But that was from that. Yeah, we got a few different silvers. Yeah, we got a lot. I don't know if we want to count, but Oh, that's my wife's penises. Yeah. Oh, this is the OG. The OG mask that started it all right there. So
nice.
Yeah.
And I'm still jealous that you own the Apollo.
Oh, yeah, that was one of my all-time gets. That and CBGBs, very literal, like throw the hands up moves, just because they're near and dear to my heart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started out. Who was it? Maddit and I raced from Central Park across Harlem to the Apollo.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Upland moments.
That had to be nerve-wracking knowing what you want and something as iconic as the Apollo, which is amazing. That wasn't a landmark selected as a landmark in New York. So, I mean, that had to be nerve-wracking knowing how bad you wanted that.
Yeah. Yeah. And, it's a little different now. Back then when there weren't as many players, that sea of gray between the top of Central Park and where the Apollo is was hard to actually get across. I have a Parkview property, which is actually the Lincoln Correctional Facility that I started from. And there was a handful of us trying to, hit our trajectories and get up there because somebody'd buy one and you'd send there, the good old days. Yeah, now it's just gone.
Yeah. So it's been 2 years since you brought us McDuckin.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys put the call out for a contest. All
right. What do you want to hashtag it?
No, I said that's what happened the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Give him the backstory, you hillbilly.
Yeah. Sorry, I heard contest and I was ready to give stuff away. I'm like, let's go.
We McDuckin this.
I'm like, I thought he wants to McDuckin it.
No, I mean, I was just a name in the Discord, I think, to you guys at that point. So you had to contest the right words to the beat, but I don't know if there are any other entrants, but here we are. So.
There was one, and
there was
one other one, and it just wasn't good. So. But
very small community back then as well.
Do we still have that recording?
I can look for it.
I want that recording.
It'd be a great recording, TML, is the rap battle that I had against Capitalist in the Discord server.
I can't even. That was nutty. That was so nutty.
I forgot all about that.
Oh, I didn't.
So many things in Upland. It's crazy.
Like the beginning of Upland, there was like, you think you're bored now in Upland from time to time?
So bored.
I mean, it would.
We made our own fun.
Absolutely. But Capitalist, that's a very interesting individual. And I missed it. And you Thank Me Later was texted me the next day and he's like, oh my God, you missed. Because it was something else.
Yeah, his wife yelled at him in the middle of it because I think he was in England somewhere, so it was like the middle of the night and he's having a rap battle in his living room while his family's sleeping. Genuine entertainment.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
The early days of Upland.
Yeah. We lost all of our viewers during that segment, by the way. If anybody cares, we had about 20 going into that, and they were all like, "This is nonsense."
They're like,
"I'm out. I can't even." So,
this is Upland history.
It's the best part of the show to me, but
absolutely, everybody else is like, I'm out.
Hey,
like, maybe I'll try it again. And that's before the song. Maybe we left them hanging too long for the new song.
It's true. I got
not everybody's cup of tea, I guess, All right.
Anyway, we're the best cup of tea. Best believe.
Absolutely. So you were the one that came up with the idea to rewrite do another song for the podcast. And I was like, I was happy rolling with it each and every week for 149 episodes. And it's interesting that episode 150 is going to have a new song out there.
Yeah, I planned it. That was part of the couple weeks of difficulties I had. That was actually all planned just to mess with you, so you didn't know how planned it was.
Action news in the house.
Nice. Yeah, no, actually, I got a little touch of the COVID, unfortunately, at the beginning of the month. So my voice was garbage to do any recording, so had to postpone. It would have been 148, so this is way better. But yeah, it's when I started thinking that it was 2 years, which is insane, it seemed due, for an update, especially, like you guys said, after hearing the full version, some of the references, and it's like another time. So
it doesn't feel like the same game.
Yeah. So we'll update it here, and getting around to writing the verses on this one was difficult because there was so much to content. Because back when I wrote that, it was Fresno, New York, and San Fran. That was it. So kind of had to pick and choose what actually went into this one. So, but yeah, super excited.
I don't think you made the cut there.
Sorry, maybe next one.
Maybe next one.
Maybe.
A lot less like people references in this one, and just more talking about the game, I think, as a whole. But there's definitely some in there. Yeah. Obviously, you fellas in the hook.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
I like that you forced Too Stupid's name first. I just want to call it. I appreciate, because I know that it's been a sore spot for him for years that my name came first in the song. So thank you.
Not really. That's just been in your mind.
That's, thank you for fixing that, Mars. I can't tell you how many times I've had to, walk him away from the ledge on that one.
Yeah.
One time.
No, 1,000% teasing. 1,000% truth. Just speaking truth tonight. You just can't handle these truth bombs. Rent free in his mind.
All right. Let's hashtag new song for a UpX giveaway.
Ooh, hashtag new song.
So if you're in chat right now, just hit hashtag new song and we'll give away some UpX. I'll give away some UpX.
Nice. You got the guilt out of him, TML. No, he feels bad for feeling bad.
Well, UpX.
Oh, just kidding.
Give it a couple more seconds.
Oh, Drew H, what up?
Now, you were starting to write to a completely different beat, and then you switched it up.
Yeah, we had all the beats from God, and I feel bad, but I'm drawing a blank on your man's name there. Whose beats they are?
Ghost Beats.
Ghost Beats. I knew it was Ghost. I didn't misspeak. But yeah, I was picking and choosing, and for some reason, one of them kind of spoke to me, and then it just wasn't hype enough once I got going, and I stumbled onto this banger that seemed much more appropriate for what you guys should open the show with. But I'm not so. I guess I'm pretty good at writing kind of theme songs and things like that, but I still have the artist in me. So it's like I got to find the song that I actually want to write to. This one nailed it for me.
That's good. Last chance, hashtag new song if you want in on this UpX giveaway. And
Dizzy with the live updates from the football league.
Oh yeah. All right. Closing that out in another 10 seconds and we'll get to a giveaway.
Oh man, my infinite object died. How's the magnet on yours? Too stupid.
I have to hide it from my kids because they walk around with it. So I don't have a man cave. So my magnet and my battery is doing very well. I haven't had to charge it too often.
Yeah, I keep it plugged in, but it's got that super slick magnetic attachment for the battery, which is fine if nothing ever moves. But.
All right, we'll draw for 25,000 UpX.
Oh,
Crypto mining wizard.
Dude. Oh, I thought it was JT. I thought for sure it was JT. I think you have to give JT 25,000. It hung way too long on his name.
Gave the pump fake.
Yeah. So crypto mining wizard, send me a DM on Discord or hit us up on Twitter, and I will, with your in-game name, and I will get you 25,000 UpX.
JT, send me a DM on Discord, and I will get you 25,000 UpX.
All right.
Busy. Nice.
Who is ready for Still McDuckin?
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm stoked on this.
All right. First time, the new intro to the UpX.
Way to go. He hit the wrong button. He hit the wrong button.
Oh man,
Like that?
You are my favorite person.
I don't know what happened. I hit play and it said, oops, an error occurred. Try again. I'm like, I'm not even in the stream anymore.
That was amazing. You couldn't plan that any better.
I was like, oh, that's awesome. All right, here we go.
The Xperts podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UPX. The name's Big Mars, a Mr. Buena Vista, a Mr. Race around the park and light your whip up, a Mr. Stake down some spark and watch it lift up. The hustle's gon' leave its mark from Mount Olympus, all across the land and coast to coast, where the New York Minute got us chillin' the most. T. Davis and B. Dag rounding out your co-host. The block father's name got La Cosa Nostra Ghost. Then over the dog patch where we assembled the crew, with my main man left house, home of the action news, and Emma E. left every afternoon, talking NFTs, metaphors, and Upland too. Always doing it with style, rebuilding the world's in session. Traveling with miles, playing, earning, connecting, popping off like spark when we're treasure hunting. Red Planet, Odd Fellows, and we're still McDuckin. The Xperts podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UPX. Started out San Fran and expand around the globe. Fresno to New York City, LA to NO. Communities in every city, it's hard to make them grow. Overflowing with creativity, the players are the backbone. So if you find a dope spot, you know that Mars is there. Scoping out those corner lots and stacking them blue squares. For meta ventures and block explorer shops. Legit stadiums, don't forget the spark drops. OG communities, the staying power is there. From Merced Manor to Alamo Square. Any destination, just pay the airfare. Talking Porto to Rio, man, it's hopping down there. Statesman in the game and been here for a minute. Red Planet Industries, here since the beginning. The plan is always winning and you know that it's right. Catch a kid grinning in the artist spotlight. The Xperts podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UPX. Red Planet Industries. Odd Fellows Social Club. Spreading across the metaverse. And we're still saving the drama for the llamas.
Oh, man.
I still love the saving the drama for the llamas.
Oh, man.
Had to bring it back again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Absolutely.
What is the odd man social club?
Oddfellows Social Club.
Oddfellows,
That it's hard to put a definition on, but that is, I guess, the closest thing you could call to a node of myself, Left House, Bojax, Emmett, and a bunch of people that I don't want to leave out. But we're setting shop in Buena Vista, Mount Olympus. But
thanks for the invite.
It's we're definitely like more gonna focus on like the creative side of Upland. I think we don't have a super tight plan, so I use the word node in like the loosest way possible, because we have stuff like going on all over the place. Obviously a lot happening in Dogpatch. That's where Left House wants to or has the Action News building. So and we have a bunch of property over in Mill Basin, Brooklyn. So we're
we should talk. I mean, because Dogpatch, I mean, we're both Too Stupid and I have our decor shops. That's where our showrooms will be.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. So it's like it's not just Upland. It's kind of a thing that we're starting. It's a little bit of an amoeba right now, but yeah, like a creative version of a node, I guess. A lot of artists.
More of a wide receiver than a tight end.
Exactly.
That's reference.
You nerds.
Call back to last night from Franklin.
Yeah.
That's stand-up comedy right there. You call back to the night before. And yeah, thanks everybody in the comments. Glad you guys enjoyed that one.
Yeah. I did skip over a comment to go back, but I really wanted to, and then I read it and I'm like, you are absolutely wrong. So
no, don't put that up. Take that nonsense down.
Look, Green Turtle is the proof. $5 to, a director. So yes, that's all it takes. You can do it.
Don't give any air to these nonsense like that.
Yeah. So you don't have to have money.
Like, I ain't got time for that nonsense.
Yeah, I don't think we're here to defend Upland, so we're
no, not at all.
More players, but yeah, you always got your footers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. No, but really appreciate the new song, Mars. It's awesome. I've listened to it, I think, about 75 times since you gave it to me. And you messed ThankMeLater up because he was in the middle of a UpX World live stream.
He had the great timing. He actually, I'm not sure if. I think you asked me for it, but I was like pretty much ready to send it to you. So we must have had the vibes going. Yeah. So he sent you spinning, huh?
Yeah. No. Like I'm like I was like doing my stream, and then like it came up, and I was like, oh, and I was like, I can't even. I was like, Mars. I got Mars's. It's in my, and they're like, play it, and I'm like, I can't do it. And they're like, I'm like, I can't do it. I was like, you got to be there Thursday to hear. And I was like, I can't. I was like, Too Stupid. There's not much. I don't feel like there's much I could do to really piss Too Stupid off. I feel like that would. He'd be like, you, I can't. Why would you do that?
Yeah, no, there's some references in there to what we want to do with Buena Vista. Like I said, it's been the home base, so that's where Mount Olympus is. But I like the beginning of the first verse. But yeah, Mr. Race around the park and light your whip up. So we're hoping to make the loop around the Buena Vista Park into a racetrack, because it pretty much is a racetrack. So yeah, there's a lot of references in there to things going on, and yeah, hopefully we get deeper into the metaverse with some of this layer 2 stuff, and our guy Left House can start showing some movies someplace, and start having some concerts in Buena Vista and some NFT shops and things like that.
For sure.
Yeah, I gotta develop 69 Saturn Street, so I gotta build that up.
Yeah, I'm building out Saturn Street right now.
I know.
So yeah, Venus is with me. The Red Planet crew, the same ones, that helped us in the Spud Wars. Gonna be having a son real soon in a couple weeks. I can't wait when he gets a little older to tell him about my days as a lieutenant in the Spud Wars.
That's so awesome, man. That's so cool.
Like some of the things that you've done in your life, almost signed to Rough Riders or the lieutenant in the Spud Wars, and you're going to talk to him about the Spud Wars. Got it.
It's just such a funny thing to say.
The right priority.
The Upland resume has a lot of silly bullet points, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. But thank you so much, Mars, for joining us tonight. Taking your time out of the evening. Good luck on the sun coming up. And glad to have another Mars Utah track for the podcast. And we'll see how long this one rides for.
Yeah, for sure. That was a lot of fun, guys. And glad we could figure out how to rip off the live thing to begin with. So
that made Dizzy's year.
We've been waiting for it for a while. I was hoping to get a nice clean version, but this guy decided to die on me. But we figured something out.
No, it worked. It worked. That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We got it. All right, Mars. We'll talk soon, my friend.
Later.
Bye.
All right. A couple more things before we get out of here.
What? We got more?
We got more.
Oh, we were done.
Things happened. So.
Oh, is that for real?
Yeah, that's for real. It came out.
It's in here right now?
Yeah, it's in here right now. You can do it.
Do I get UpX?
Not yet. You had to wait for the next slide. But there's a total of 14 collections for each of the 32 teams. 12 are currently available. They have 2 that are not available. I didn't have time to look at which 2 they were, but our fans out there and our listeners definitely know what 2 those are. And then the UpX earnings for collections will be released later this season. They're working on it, and I totally hate the idea of giving UpX for completing these collections. But, I'm also against now as the Upland economy's developed, that there was an UpX bonus for, just the collections. Now you get the collections, you get the earnings, you get more earnings, you get the multiplier. That should be good enough. Here you get a increased fan score, which allows you to get into the shops earlier and have pre-access. So it rewards you right there. Don't throw more UpX at it. That's just my take.
This seems complicated.
You just drop it. Well, depending on the collection, you just drop them in. You kind of got to
2 balls from the same team.
Yeah,
dude, I thought these were gonna be like overall. Oh dang! Oh, this is a lot to like fill out all of these collections. Do we get little tokens for them?
I have not had a chance to fill a collection, but I don't think you get tokens. I think you just get it and your fan score increases.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Because if you think about it, 14 collections for the 32 teams is...
Holy cow.
448 collections.
And it's per year.
Yes.
What? Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a lot of collections. It's a lot of little clicking.
And that's why I don't think they should do UpX earnings for the collections.
Like passive or like bonus, like one-time fill?
They weren't really clear if it's earnings or if it's a one-time bonus. And I don't know how I feel even if it was earnings, getting rewarded for earning the legits.
Okay.
One-time bonus definitely against. I didn't contemplate passive earnings like property earnings.
Well, because I mean, like that could be kind of cool. Like you just earn like 100 UpX a month if you have this collection. So it's kind of like staking. And and so then you just kind of earn a little bit of passive income if you've completed the collection.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that solves the I think that solves the one time, like the UpX bonus issue, is if it's just like that literally just unlocks passive income. Like you get a set amount for completing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, then it would have to be really small then, because you'd have 448 collections for 2020, 448 for 2021, 448 for 2022. And you have some insane collectors out there.
Okay. But I mean, they spent how much?
True.
To get that? I mean, that's a lot.
It is.
So I would say, I mean, and it's probably not, I mean, like, I don't know. I wouldn't make it an insane number, like,
Now,
100 UpX for the commons or whatever. Like,
yeah,
that's not a lot per month.
and having 2 balls from the same team, that's pretty pricey, unless you got lucky in a pack rip.
Yeah. I mean, even then, like, that, you'd have to be insanely lucky to get 2 balls from the same team. Because, like, I got 2 balls, but they're for, I don't even know which teams, but they're not the same. So now I have to go like find somebody and then trade for the same year too.
And it's expensive going to the team shop. I mean, they're pretty pricey to buy the game ball, for the game.
Oh man, you know what's interesting? Isn't there, like, from the game ball you have to win, right?
No, you can buy the game. You
No.
can go to
Like, in order for a game ball to be made for the team, you have to win the game.
No, you go to the shop. So the 2 teams are playing. You go to the shop and you buy the game ball, and it goes to the winning team. The game ball is created after the game to the winning team.
But only one. So my point is, if you win 1 or 0 games, you cannot have an ultra rare collection for that year.
Yeah, I mean, you got to buy it. Oh, I now I get what you're saying. So your team that you're rooting for has to win the 2 times that you bought the game ball. I got you now. I'm on the same page. Little
But
slow.
what I'm saying is, at the end of the season, there could be teams that can't even have an ultra rare collection because they didn't win 2 games.
That is true too.
Yeah, or like even the fact like a team winning 2 games, like, and then you have to get both. Like, man, the game ball one is interesting. I thought it was going to be like 2 game balls overall. Just money lock. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's going to be, I don't want to, preach too much on layer 2, but like, I think layer 2, even I think I have to check. Upland Gaming was doing their drafting thing was today with I guess, is there football today?
Yes.
So you can't combine 2 teams. No, I think each team, yeah, you have to have 2 balls from the same team from the same year. It just seems like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting, but you're getting some functionality right now out of your legits, and we'll see where the UpX earning goes.
I appreciate TJ messaged me on Discord for his winnings, and he offered me the choice of a Detroit burner or a Rio burner. I was like, ooh, very fancy. I will take a Rio burner. Thank you.
Really? I'd take a Detroit over a Rio.
I just have a lot of Detroit burners already. I just need some, like...
Oh, okay. Diversification.
Yeah. Burner's a burner.
Then you got the Ultimate Fan Challenge going on. So you move up the leaderboard. Top 10 for each team. You win a 2022 Gridiron Grill Block Explorer. Also, you can get some UpX and Spark for it.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
So there'll be 320 of these. What would you put the secondary price on it as soon as it is awarded?
320?
Yes.
I mean, it'll probably start out in the 150s. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't pay more than 175, and I would probably only actually pay 115. But yeah, looks like
Oh,
any
looks like
collection claimed last night don't count for the fan challenge.
that's a bummer.
Interesting. What if you like take it out and put it back in? Or are we saying the collections don't count at all?
I don't
know how it works.
I don't know if you break the collection that you can reclaim the collection and help. But I don't know, because then you could do it over and over again and really boost your. Well, no, you
No,
only
but
get
when
it
you
one
take it
time.
out of the collection, your
It
fan score would
subtracts.
go down.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Wait. So because you have to claim the. I guess it depends what the fan score is or what the challenge is. Because is it the highest fan score or like the most points claimed? I don't know.
It's the top 10 for each team, and you're getting yeah, it's just your collection score.
Your
I had to double
internet
check.
wasn't frozen?
No, it wasn't. You had me.
Oh my God. I thought
That
it
was
was
just
having a
me.
stroke.
Yeah, I had a stroke because you asked me a question that I wasn't prepared for, as always.
I thought I was having a stroke. I was just staring at you. You weren't moving.
Because I was reading. So, yeah, you just boost your fan score and move on.
Well, I mean, I'll dabble, but I don't expect to be top 10. There's some maniacs out there.
There are.
Good in a good way. Like there's a lot of rabid NFLPA fans, so that's pretty cool.
Highest fan score out there right now is 64,754. Lowest fan score is
for
0.1.
A single team.
Yes. Median fan score is 512.
60. I don't even think all of my fan scores combined is 64,000.
You got some game balls, so well, you should be okay.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to win anything, so
never know. You might sneak into a top 10 and get a Black Explorer for free.
It's true. Yeah. It's probably worth trying.
All right. So what do you have going on in UpX World? Where's the UpX World update?
Oh my goodness. Where do we begin? Yeah, so we did some multiplayer. Ooh, tomorrow we need 15 volunteers. We're going to do a live multiplayer. We're going to try and build an Xlander pyramid. We found out the other day that you can stand on each other's heads, which after talking with, I think it was Mars. Yeah. Was that just before?
That was last night.
It was last night. I was like, wait, when did I talk to Mars? Oh yeah, last night. So we were jumping on each other's heads, which apparently is just what people do. And so, yeah, anyway, we're going to try and build a human pyramid on Friday. So multiplayer is coming. We're working with a couple different experiences, including Dr. Nobi's 1111 NFT experience, which is going to be really cool. We're going to have a lot more information there. If you are an artist, aspiring artist, or know an aspiring artist, you are definitely going to want to be involved in the launch of that. And we got some Hyde Park Ninja work happening in the background. Lots of cool stuff. Yeah, you can catch me every other night, but tonight on UpX World Live on Twitch.
Nice. Definitely check it out. A lot of cool stuff going on, and very excited for everything going on. And saw some people have noticed the ambles and started teasing that from your team.
Dude,
so I do like that.
I was wondering if you were going to say anything.
Oh yeah,
like you gotta.
I mean, we talked about it last week, but some of your teams started to tag it on Twitter and tweeting it out and asking what's going on there. So I do like that.
Yeah. The OG anvil, people are loving it, man.
Yeah. And
the one thing I did was give you the name. I didn't even. I was like OG anvil. Nice. Do you name that?
I named that.
I was like, because I didn't name that. Mine's literally like test tube statues. Mine's like super literal. It's like, this is what this item is. You're like, OGM. I'm like, oh, dang. I missed that. That was a missed opportunity.
Yeah. But. So it will be fun. And definitely also you want to check out your landing page because I'm going to be working with you. We want a animated video focused around the podcast and Upland to the new song, to the new intro.
Well, you know what's funny is I forgot to I was talking to Mars before you got on. Mars, I think Mars and Left House want to do one.
Oh,
so okay. I mean, we can still do the bounty, but it might be a head-to-head. We'll do it.
Or we could use one for the intro and one for the outro.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd use them both.
Is that what you would do if you had a million music videos? Both at the same time? Anyway.
Both at the same time.
Anyway.
All right. On that note.
On that note,
this is going to be the last time that you hear McDuckin as the outro to the UpX podcast. Everybody be safe, have fun, check out UpX World. Check out UpX World and all the fun stuff there. We'll see you out in the metaverse.
It's the UpX podcast, baby. Glad you tuned in. Got your host, thank me later, and you're stupid to win. Might be coming up session as soon as you begin. Start out king of the street, then lock in iconic in. Welcome to Upland. Grab your UpX, man. On your way, and the dough hit you with $4,000. Get to buying and gripping, then to selling and flipping. Over to moving and shucking. I'm Scrooge McDuckin in UpX.